Oh man, so another red day for Bitcoin, and things are starting to get scary for Bitcoin. If you haven't watched my video of when I think Bitcoin starts to head into a bear market, make sure you check that video out. But in this video, we are going to focus on three of our favorite altcoins, MATIC, Polkadot and Chainlink, to see what the next few weeks can hold in tail for them and what my view are on those projects. Have I changed my mind? Are they no longer part of my portfolio? Where do we think it can go from here? Let's take a look at the charts and walk through those together. But before we do that, as you guys know, Bitcoin has been struggling, right? Bitcoin has struggled. We've seen our break to the upside from our wedge, but then we've just curled down and we've met our downward price target from our M pattern, which we were walking through in our previous videos, okay? So things aren't looking great for video on Bitcoin. For more of an explanation of where I think Bitcoin is heading, which will obviously dictate where some of our altcoins are going, make sure you watch that video. But for this video, we're going to head straight into our three coins. So I'm going to start with MATIC, and if you appreciate that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll get straight into the charts right now. So let's head over straight to MATIC, Polygon. Now with Polygon, let's start with the daily chart. And what I want to share with you guys, remove the EMA ribbon, is this has been doing really well. So on Polygon, we have no complaints whatsoever. You'll remember that we were forming this massive cup and handle pattern, which we were covering on this channel for a while. Now we got the breakout to the upside on our cup and handle pattern, but then Bitcoin decided to have its diva moment. And in that diva moment, we had to come back down to collect some support from this upward trend line, which we've managed to do, which is fantastic. But we've continued our upward trend. If anything, it's become more parabolic, which is fantastic. If you look at this as being our long-term trend, you can see here now we've got a mini trend which is far more steeper than our long-term trend, which really shows some bullish momentum here on MATIC and bodes well for where we can head to. And we've got to remember, what is the narrative behind this, right? There's a lot of good stuff happening on MATIC, a lot of total value locked, a lot of great things happening on the platform, which we've been speaking about for a while on this channel. But what's more important fundamentally is people have started to come around to the fact that Ethereum, like I've been saying for many months, guys, I'm probably sound like a stuck record, but Ethereum is not the be all and end all. For a long period of time, the narrative was that you only need Ethereum for blockchain and you only need Bitcoin for a store value. And in fact, some people argue, the Bitcoin maximalists were saying you only need Bitcoin, right? Because you can put the Lightning Network on top and everything can happen through the Bitcoin blockchain. Then we had, okay, no, you need Ethereum for smart contracts, but then people realized, hang on a second. How can Ethereum be everything? And that's where Cardano came about. They were being a good competitor, but they've taken a while to now build out their product. They're going for a very academic, scientific approach, doing things very slowly and methodically, which has its own merits, but also explains why the price is suffering for such a long time. And then you had your fast-moving layer ones, right? We saw Solana come out of the gates and really push on. You even saw Binance Smart Chain creating their centralized version with their Binance Smart Chain, which helped BNB continue to do well. Then you had the likes of Luna. You've got the likes of Algorand, which we've been covering, the likes of Phantom. People have started to understand we need layer 1 solutions, but with that has also come the narrative of layer 2 solutions, which again I think is really going to explode going into 2022. And I really think this is just the start, particularly for MATIC and other projects similar to it. MATIC is clearly the leader and the most popular name in terms of layer 2 solutions. So when people see that, oh, ETH 2.0 is delayed again, and oh, we need another layer 2 solution to transact on a layer 2 before posting the receipts down to layer 1, they're going to think Polygon MATIC, right? And by far, from metrics, through fundamental and on-chain metrics, they're head and shoulders above any of their competitors such as Loopring and the rest of them. So this is really exciting here on MATIC. You can see the chart. I mean, if you were with us here at the bottom of this cup and handle pattern and you held all the way up until now, and by the way, you guys know this is a big part of my portfolio. This is a 3.5x, right? 370% here on your MATIC is no mean feat whatsoever. And that is why I'm a big proponent of buying and holding the big plays in your narrative. If you haven't watched my video on how to construct your altcoin portfolio, please make sure you go watch that. Okay, really important video. Help you break down what I think is my 10 favorite altcoins in my beginner portfolio. You need to check that out because it's all about finding the right narratives, having some for layer 1s, having some for layer 2s, right? Having a data oracle play, which we're going to come on to shortly. That's how you want to construct your portfolio. And you can see here on the daily for MATIC, really good setup. We just come out a little bit of a slight retracement here for a couple of daily candles, getting a nice bounce here, good green candle today. Even though Bitcoin's been struggling, we're still a little bit green here on MATIC, which is very interesting. Can we get a bounce off and continue to the upside? Now, my caveat for all the coins we're going to cover in this video, guys, is obviously if Bitcoin retraces and heads into bear market territory, which again, I explained in that video specifically for Bitcoin, then a lot of our altcoins are going to move with it. That's just how it goes, right? Now, how far they move and what multiple to the down, like Bitcoin moves a couple of percent down. Some of your weak altcoins will move 9-10% down, right? You'll see they're getting smashed, but then other altcoins will hold some of their value. So let's see if we can show that to you as well, guys. So if I come over to CoinMarketCap, you can see just now that Bitcoin, oops, don't know what's happened here. Is it bugging out? There we go. So Bitcoin is sitting there at 46,900. So you see Bitcoin is down 1.61%, but then you can see Ethereum is down 2.3. You can see Binance Coin is down 3. You can see Cardano is down almost 5. So you can see that the coins which aren't in favor will struggle to hold their value. Whereas things like Terra Luna, you can see it's down 1.76%, about the same as Bitcoin, on par, right? So you can continue to go see how that's happening here. You can see Shiba Inu, for example, is down 4.6%. You can see Uniswap is down 10%. They're just out of favor, right? So they move at a multiple. So we need to keep an eye on that as well. So let's get back into the charts. That's what I see on MATIC. Moving on to Polkadot, and for whatever reason, guys, Polkadot, whilst MATIC has continued to perform really well, Polkadot has just been lagging. And if I remove the EMA ribbon, you will see here, this is, for me, and this is not financial advice, guys, this is just absurdly undervalued. If you were to list, coins by pure progress made in 2021, Polkadot has to be there, right? Polkadot launching their first auctions of parachains, amazing attention for the likes of Moonbeam, Moonriver, and many other great projects being built on the Polkadot and Kusama network. Again, if you haven't watched my video on that, go watch that video where I break down some of the most promising projects on the Polkadot ecosystem. Then, they've got to have an award for one of the best, amounts of progress made this year. And it's just not really being reflected by the price. I mean, at this point, when it ran to here and was meeting our technical price target, then we were looking good, right? At that point, we're thinking, okay, we'll get to $60, and that's now a fair value for Polkadot. But when Bitcoin crashed, this really did bleed, and it struggled to pick up a floor. Where some of our other altcoins have managed to hold, like MATIC was able to hold. You can see here, we broke our cup and handle neckline, because here was our cup and handle which we're monitoring, cup, handle, and the neckline was along here, right? So we had our neckline, excuse my bent line there. Once we broke that neckline, we just had continued downside risk, downside momentum. And it was unable to pick up any momentum now. So for me, again, you guys know I like to dollar cost average into all three of these projects, which I'm looking at here. I love to wait for price points like this to top up, because when I look at the weekly view on some of these projects, I'm just laughing, because I'm the person that, if I zoom in, I want to buy on these retracements. I want to remember buying in here. I want to remember buying a little bit in there, and definitely around these points where we're creating new lower lows now versus here. If we retrace down even more, I really want to buy in quite heavy on some of these projects. And the reason for that, and I'm going to come on to Chainlink as well right now, but the reason for that, the reason I want to be buying, you can see Chainlink forming the exact same pattern really. It lost its neckline from where it never broke clearly out of its neckline here on the weekly. It just headed straight down afterwards when Bitcoin started crashing, and it's just been completely bleeding. And the reason I want to be buying in here is these projects, there's no, you name me one project that has the notoriety that Polkadot and Chainlink have and are competing in the same space. Who is doing an internet of blockchains and parachains such as Polkadot at the level they're doing it at? Who is a better data oracle play connected with more partnerships than Chainlink? Like, if you're a smart contract platform and you're building tomorrow's next most important decentralized application, dApp, who are you going to use for your data oracle feed? You're going to go to Chainlink. It's crazy. If you're a smart contract platform and you want to win one of the parachains, where else do you have to go? It's only Polkadot doing it with all that attention. Go watch my video on the Polkadot projects and the amazing use cases being built out today on the Polkadot ecosystem that are vying for parachain slots. So much, like millions and millions of DOT are locked up into some of these amazing projects. This is real stuff, guys. This is on-chain stuff. This is fundamental stuff. So when the price does not match with what I'm seeing fundamentally, at that point my radar goes on and I want a dollar cost average. And I want a dollar cost average more and more and more. And when I see valuations like this with no real justification, but just because Bitcoin is retracing, that is where it, again, not financial advice, but that's where it's beautiful for me. And again, I actually see further downside here. If you can, go watch my Bitcoin video, but the fact that we've got rejected here by our EMA ribbon suggests we could have further downside here on the likes of Polkadot, Chainlink, and even MATIC could call off as well. So it all depends now on Bitcoin and whether Bitcoin can get its bounce off its EMA ribbon. If we can get a weekly bounce off the Bitcoin EMA ribbon, that could set us up for a good rally, and all our altcoins can move to the upside with it. If Bitcoin struggles and closes in bearish territory, again, go watch that video, then this could be a tough time for some of our altcoins heading to the downside. But for me, that just indicates that I need to have cash ready. So for you guys, again, not financial advice, this is the moment where you need to make sure you've got cash to the side. Okay, however you're earning your income, get some cash, park it to the side, and let's wait for these juicy prices on some of our favorite altcoins. Because right now, fear is 22, right? If we go to the fear and greed index, we are in extreme fear right now, guys. Let's just show you this so you believe me. 22, that is extreme fear, guys, right there. And this is now showing us levels of fear, if I move my mug out of the way, that now start to get to the levels we were seeing earlier this year when Bitcoin was at 28, 29, right? And that's where we want to be buyers. When others are fearful, we want to get into the market. When they're being greedy, we get a little bit cautious to start thinking about taking profits. Okay, guys, so that's what I'm doing right now. Hope you guys find that useful. If you appreciate my blend between technicals and fundamental analysis, bringing you updates on your favorite altcoins, don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe, and also if you want to support this channel a little bit more, guys, there is a join button below. If you want to join and become a member of this channel, that's a really kind way of you helping out this channel and helping me bring you videos. But also, as a thank you, you have access to our community thread where you can ask me questions on your favorite coins. So whether it's your portfolio and any coins you have or any positions you're stuck in, head over there, post your questions, and I get back to you as a matter of priority. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.